Hello, everyone, and welcome back to PSCL Baseball after what took forever. I'm so sorry about all of the streaming issues that we've had today, but we're back with the Bombers and the Blue Sox, and there's a ground ball to third base. And that's the first out of the top of the second for the Blue Sox. Rose grounded out to third there. Brings up Cesar Ortega, who takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Against Espinoza for the Bombers. It's 1-0 Blue Sox. Scored on an RBI single. In the first inning. Sam Fetterman, Ray Faust with you. As down goes Ortega for the second out. We've been having issues with the connection all day, so I'm just glad we're able to be here with you from Palm Springs Stadium on a fairly hot day. It's 12:12 p.m. as Espinoza delivers low. He missed it. The first pitch to Jacob Bicey. Next pitch is in there for a called strike. And the count resumes at 1-1. And that's called strike two on Bicey. Espinoza trying to get out of the second inning. Here's the 1-2. Got him to chase the low and away. Breaking ball in the dirt, and that will end the top of the second inning right here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be back for the bottom of the second.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you.
And we're back here for the bottom of the second inning between the Bombers and the Blue Sox. PSCL baseball, gotta love it. Sam Fetterman, Bray Faust with you after what was a blowout of a first game here at Palm Springs Stadium. The Lumberjacks 13, the Green Dragons 1.
Yeah, Lumberjacks taking advantage of the rollover rule in the top of the fourth earlier today with the 5-run top four with bases still loaded.
It's Cam Kundig on the mound from the University of the Redlands, and he got the Bombers 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first. A strikeout swinging of Ashiro, a strikeout looking of Vo, and a 5-3 ground out of Ochoa, and that'll bring up Almany. For the Bombers, and the pitch swung on and grounded foul, and a nice stab by the Bombers in their dugout. Oh, and 1 the count now. Getting ready to go with Kundig delivering and missing low on the breaking ball.
Yeah, caught that good foul ball off the hands, and next pitch trying to get him to chase that ball in the dirt for a 1-1 count.
Almany DHing today. And the pitch, it's a swing and a drive, but foul, well foul on that third base side. He was early on it. So we'll take it from third to first. At third, it is Parch. At short, Arriaga. At second base, it's Ortega. At first base, it's Kelly. Check swing by Almany, and he didn't go. Behind the plate is Rose. Out in left, it's Windhausen. In center, it's England. And in right, it's Bicey. Back to Kundig on the mound, pitching to Almany. And he missed low for another ball. Runs at full 3-2.
Yeah, it was a good try there. Trying to make him chase again with the 2-2 count in the dirt with that breaking ball. Good paint job there. Count now is full.
Vendel's on deck. Kundig looks in and delivers the 3-2 pitch, and he missed outside, and Almany will take his base. So that'll bring up Vendel with a runner on first. Dan Vendel from College of the Desert. And he takes time, and it's granted by the umpire. Now Kundig looks in and deals, and that is a swing and a miss for strike one on a fastball.
Good cut there
In
by
the top of the zone.
Good cut there by Vendel. Blew it right by him though. 0-1 now.
Yeah, really good pitch by Kundig. Almany takes his lead. Kundig looks in and deals. Swinging a ground ball at third. The throw to second is over the head of the second baseman and into right field. And around, stepping on third base and staying there is Almany, and it'll be second and third for the Bombers with no outs here in the bottom of the second. And Mason Macias coming to the plate.
Yeah, just a high throw over there by Parch on third base side. A little too high for the second baseman to catch, so runners now in scoring position for the Bombers.
2 on with none out, and the first pitch to Macias is a strike on the low and outside corner from Kundig. 1-0 Blue Sox, but the Bombers are threatening. The big righty looks in and deals. Hit on the ground and foul towards that Bomber dugout on the third base side, where their man Austin Almany is standing on the third base bag. Hoping to touch home 90 feet away, well, closer to 87 feet away with his lead. Kundig on the first base side of the rubber. First baseman playing well in on the edge of the grass. That's Kelly. Kundig looks in. Macias choking up on the bat, and he takes one low for ball one. So a ball and 2 strikes with 2 on and none out here in the bottom of the second inning.
And usually when a batter is choking up on the bat, he's just trying to make contact, put something in play. Especially with runners in second and third, anything can happen, so we'll see what he can do here, Macias.
Kundig comes set, bends at the knees, set at the chest, and delivers, and fouled off by Macias and out of play.
Good offensive swing there by Macias. Keeps his bat going, 1-2 with, like we said, runners in scoring position. Any bloop single out into the outfield or bloop sack fly, he will absolutely take in this situation.
The Edmonds College Outfielder who's the extra hitter today. In a big spot here with none out in the second. 2 on, he can drive him in. Kundig delivers, and that one's once again fouled out of play on the first base side.
Swinging at anything close to the plate. Doesn't want this at-bat to end.
Well, he wants it to end, but he wants it to end in a 2 RBI single.
That's true.
Kundig comes set at the chest. Lifts his front leg and deals. That's on the ground and foul once again on the third base side. So a good fight being put up here by Macias.
And with this kind of battle, it's putting more pitches on Kundig's arm. So that's going to come out to bite him in the tail a little on later in the game. So it's still a good battle, good piece of at-bat for Macias here.
Yeah, still interested to see how long he can go. That's obviously the big deal of any baseball game, anywhere you go at any level. How long can the starting pitcher go? Still 1-2 with no outs and 2 on, and that is pulled foul once again out of play down the left field line. Just a tad early on it. PSCL, Bombers Blue Sox. This is what baseball is all about. 1-0 Blue Sox, but the Bombers are threatening. Long at bat for Mason Macias. Trying to drive in 2. He's choked up. It's 1-2, and that pitch is outside. It's now 2-2. This is the definition of a workman's approach at the plate. Foul everything off.
And you can see the frustration on Kundig on the mound. Definitely lost grip of that last pitch, and now the count makes it even 2-2.
Yeah, he just has to keep throwing competitive pitch after competitive pitch because Macias keeps fouling him off and making life really difficult for the pitcher who comes set and deals. That's swing and a miss, strike 3. So he finally got him after a long at-bat. And that brings up Wainfield. So Trent Wainfield now will be the hitter.
Like I said, he might have lost the battle, but that did drive Kundig's pitch count to 30, and it's still only at the bottom of the second, so might come back to bite him in the tail for the Blue Sox. We'll have to just wait and see, but still a great battle between Kundig and Macias.
Yeah, just 1 out. Runners on second and third, so still 2 in scoring position. And Trent Wainfield, the hitter from Linfield University. He's playing right tonight for the Bombers. Kundig looks in, comes set, checks on the runners, and delivers the first pitch, which is just a tad out. It missed by about an inch.
Yeah, I guess try to pull that in, trying to catch the strike zone with this frame job, but umpire saw a little too much movement there, and that's going to be ball 1.
Almany on third, Vendel on second. Kundig comes set, deals. Got the called strike at the top of the zone on the inside corner. Bat slightly in front of his back shoulder, bending at the knees, and now the pitch comes from Kundig, swinging a ground ball through the hole between short and third. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Almany is in, and Vendel will stop at third base, and the game is tied at 1 on an RBI single from Trent Wainfield.
Good piece of hitting there. Recognized the pitch was going to be inside. Turn on it quickly, right in the gap between short and third. An easy RBI single for the man on first base. Now runners at the corners now for the Bombers. The score is now tied 1-1.
Brings up Booth. With runners on the corners and just 1 out and a called strike from Kundig.
Kenny Booth. I recognize that name. Wasn't he Rocky for us once?
He was. He was Rocky.
He was Rocky for the Palm Spring Power. That's right. Now he's coming out.
Everyone's favorite Ram.
It's Rocky.
Pitch comes in, and Booth takes a swing and a miss. Looks like he still tried to shorten his swing, but couldn't get it. 0-2. Kundig's ahead. But he's up to 35 pitches here with just 4 outs gotten after the first inning went down in order. Runners on the corners. It's Vendel at third, Wainfield on first, and the throw down by the catcher is not in time. Wainfield will swipe second base.
And the throw was just a little short by Rose. Easy chance for Wainfield to get underneath the tag in time. And we're back in the predicament of the Bombers now. It's second and third.
Yeah, that's Jack Rose behind the dish. Second and third, 1 out. Booth trying to give the Bombers the lead. Kundig looks in, checks the runner at third, and now deals. And he missed just up and out.
Oof.
To run the count to 2-2. Deuce is wild.
Not a bad waste pitch. Brings the count now to 2-2. K Booth still having to defend, though.
See if he chokes up on the bat a little. Not much of a choke up, but he is on the inside of that batter's box, really close to the plate. The pitch comes in, and it's grounded to third base, and a foul ball.
Foul ball.
A foul ball. That's Parch at third base, who dove to the foul side to try and stop it, and it ended up going foul regardless. So Booth and Kundig will do it again with runners on second and third in the people of Vendel and Wainfield.
Yeah, that's one of those in-betweener plays that's tough to call for any umpire. So
with Dayton Anderson on deck.
Either call would have been correct in my opinion.
And time is out. Booth will get some more practice swings in on the outside of the batter's box. Now comes back in wearing a bright red helmet and white batting gloves as Kundig comes set and delivers. That is swung on and missed on the low outside corner. Chased a breaking ball low and away. That's the second out of the bottom of the second inning, and now the inning falls on Dayton Anderson to try and salvage, maybe not salvage because they've already scored a run, but to try and take advantage of this opportunity with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the second, and the Bombers threatening to take the lead.
That's a confidence boost, though, for Kundig. Get that strikeout with runners in scoring position, and now he's just one ground ball away from ending this and getting back to the bats.
So Dayton Anderson takes a pitch outside. .5'7", 165 is Anderson. And the pitch comes into him. And he checked his swing, but he did go, and that's a strike. 1-1.
Definitely looking for something else on that. It looked like he was trying to go for an off speed, but blew it right by him down the pipe.
The man named for the city in Southwest Ohio at the plate. Kundig on the mound. Pitch comes in. Anderson swings and misses, strike 2. Kundig is 1 pitch away from getting out of this in a tied game. If it does get to him, Dalton Irwin will be on deck. Some serious Southwest Ohio in the bottom of this order.
I'd watch out for any kind of breaking ball on this pitch.
Kundig looks in, deals. Got him to swing. He checked it, but he did go around, and that'll end the bottom of the second inning, and Cam Kundig strands the runners on second and third. The game is tied, 1-1. We go to the third.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of $5 improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever.
You're psycho!
Oh yeah, whoop 'em good, Jack.
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty!
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Back here between the Bombers and the Blue Sox at Palm Springs Stadium for some nice PSCL baseball action.
Able to get that run back in the bottom of the second with some good hitting.
Was an RBI single by Trent Wainfield.
Scoring Almany over from third.
So England comes to the plate. First pitch fouled off. Still Alejandro Espinoza of Cal State Dominguez Hills on the mound.
Throwing pretty good so far. 32 pitches in his first 2 innings of play.
And England takes a second strike on the inside corner, so quickly down 0-2. Espinoza deals. England went around, called for the third strike on the check swing. And they go around the horn. Espinoza gets England to go down. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Another full job right there. Almost tried to check the swing, but the breaking ball caught the zone anyway, and that's going to be out number 1.
Brings up Noble Ortega. Takes a strike. 4 straight strikes to start the inning for Alejandro Espinoza. Another swinging strike, that one on a changeup. Oh, and 2, missed outside. So he was almost there.
Yeah,
5'9".
I was almost there, yeah.
Ray, you ever called an immaculate inning?
It is a dream of mine to call an immaculate inning, but not yet. It'll get there eventually, folks.
I actually have called one.
Really now?
And a swing and a miss, strike 3 on a low breaking ball in the dirt. So 2 Ks on 7 pitches for Espinoza. He is really doing a great job in this inning. Yeah, it was the NICAL Finals, Columbia Prep and Calhoun. And it was actually Calhoun that threw the immaculate inning.
Yes.
But Columbia Prep ended up winning the game. It was a fun day, that was.
I can only imagine. All right, back to top up of the lineup now.
Especially after the gut-wrenching loss last year. And that's roped at second, picked up and over to first, and that will end the top of the third inning. We go bottom 3 after that ground out by Arriaga right here on PSCL Baseball Network.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the caliente place to play.
Go. We go bottom 3 here between the Bombers and the Blue Sox. Great inning by Alejandro Espinoza in the top half. Sent the Blue Sox down 1-2-3, A, B, C. And Kundig back out on the mound to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. And for the Bombers, it'll be Dalton Irwin to lead off, followed by the top of the lineup after him.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Sam, I believe that's Mama Irwin right at the net, ready to film her son.
Well, how can you tell?
I'm pretty sure that's Irwin on the back of her tank top right now, filming her boy.
You can't see it on the stream, but yes, there is definitely an Irwin relative filming Dalton's at bat.
See it, that's awesome.
Absolutely. Kundig looks in. The first pitch of the bottom of the 3rd inning is fouled back to the backstop.
Good cut on that one for Irwin.
It's the top of the order after him. They go back to Caden Oshiro. And then Kenny Vo. But first Irwin. Kundig looks in 0-1. Fouled again. That's strike 2. So quickly, Kundig's ahead, 0-2 on Irwin.
Yeah, got him chasing after that breaking ball in the dirt. Good pitch there by Kundig. Come back at that now with an 0-2 count.
Infield playing at normal depth. Outfield shaded just a tad towards that foul line on either side. And the next pitch is fouled back above the press box. We'll do it again with no balls and 2 strikes. Kundig looks in. And that is an inside pitch that was cut on and missed by Irwin for the 3rd strike. So a 4-pitch K for Cam Kundig to start off bottom of the 3rd. As Caden Oshiro from George Fox University comes to the plate.
George Fox University. That's kind of a cool name for a university. I've never heard of that before.
Well, you've heard of it now.
I have now.
And the pitch is missed low for ball 1.
Yeah, Kundig with that breaking pitch getting it in the dirt. He's definitely fooling a lot of batters today with that pitch.
Second pitch is lined foul out of play.
Oshiro striking out in the 1st inning. Swinging, though, so I'm more of a fan of swinging than looking strikes as a hitter.
The George Fox Bruin will take a ball low. It's in Newburgh, Oregon.
Every time I hear Oregon, I think of the Oregon Trail.
Well, the Oregon Trail was mostly not in Oregon.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's literally the
Well, let's see if Oshiro dies of dysentery in this at-bat.
Oh, I got what you did. Good luck.
It's inside ball 3. If you didn't get it, it's an Oregon Trail video game reference because, I mean, that's a dangerous joke to play right there, you know. 3-1 on Oshiro. Kundig looks in. Missed inside on the last one. Misses outside on this one. Ball 4. Oshiro takes his base and can advance to the next stop on the Oregon Trail.
Which apparently is first base here in Palm Springs, California.
Yes, it is.
Or maybe not in Cannon, but we're gonna make it here today.
He's going to take his mule and his trailer and head on over to first. It's further than I made it in the Oregon Trail simulation in 4th grade. Thanks, Mrs. Doniger. Back to the bag at first, and Ashiro's back in.
And that walk is going to bring up Kenny Vogt up to the plate.
Arlington Baptist.
0 for 1 today with the strikeout in the first inning.
Another throw back to the bag, and this one again not in time as the ball is scooped out eventually. It's Kelly at first base who couldn't apply to tag. Vogt takes his lead. Kundig looks in. Pitch comes. Grounded to third. Played over to first. They'll get one out. Very smart to get the assured out, which is out number 2.
Also sounded like a broken bat there. Got a little bit of too much of a jam on there. Yeah, that's going to be another piece of lumber that's not going to be able to be used that well later on in the game, if not at all.
Yeah, Gavin Parch made the play at third. Here comes Nicholas Ochoa of Fullerton College. Try and salvage the inning for the Bombers. Runner on second, 2 outs, and the bottom of the third, it's 1-1 between the Blue Sox and the Bombers, and Kundig delivers one that is popped up foul out of play behind home plate.
Yeah, Kundig's been taking advantage of that breaking ball all game long. Has been pretty effective today, and that's another one just making the hitter have to chase for him. Just trying to make contact with it.
Kundig looking in for his sign, gets it, now looks back at the runner. And now comes set to deliver an inside pitch that missed for ball 1.
It looked like some sort of two-seamer there. Almost getting into the hands of Ochoa.
So Ochoa trying to bring in Ashiro. 1-1. It's taken to the opposite field for a base hit. Ashiro's around third. It is fielded in right by Bicey. The throw is not in time, and it is a 2-1 lead for the Bombers after that RBI single by Nicholas Ochoa.
Nothing to it, just a nice, easy line drive out to right field. Got a good piece of the at-bat. Drove it out to right field. Easy RBI single, and the Bombers take the lead now, 2-1.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, Ochoa. As Austin Almany back up to the plate now. Courtesy Almany for ball 1. Damage done in the inning to make it 2-1 for the Bombers ahead of the Blue Sox. Throws back to the bag. It's not in time. Jackson back in.
Almany walking in the second inning and was the lone run scored to make it 1-0 at the time.
Jackson takes his lead. Another throw back to the bag, and another one where Jackson slides back in safely.
I don't think Kundig trusts Jackson that he's going to stay on first base.
Yeah, I mean, why would you throw a guy out there if you can do a free courtesy runner? Why would you throw a guy out there that you don't want to see steal?
Yeah, he's worried about that.
And he does go. The pitch comes in, and it's grounded at third base. And over to first for the out. That's the third out. It is 2-1. The Bombers get a run in the inning. We'll see you in the top of the fourth.
at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
On. Bombers, Blue Sox, top of the 4th inning coming up right here for you. It's 2-1 lead for the Bombers. They took that lead on an RBI single in the last inning. By Nick Ochoa. Back doing his work behind the dish for this Bomber team with Alejandro Espinoza on the bump. 4 Ks so far for him.
Yeah, we got a really good pitching duel here, folks. Definitely a different story from when the Bombers were facing the Green Dragons day one, that's for sure. First game of the season, Green Dragons and the Bombers making it 12-11. Different story here today on day 4 of the PSCL.
And every day is a new day. That's what they say in baseball and in every sport. Parch at the plate to lead off against Espinoza. First pitch in there for called strike 1 on the outside corner.
And Parch walked his first at bat, but did eventually get picked off in the middle of the first.
Comes in and it's high for a ball. 1-2. One-two pitch is low and away. Had to be smothered by Ochoa, but he did a good job of it.
And that's what you can do with an 0-2 count. You can waste a couple pitches right there trying to get him to chase, and that's exactly what Espinoza did there.
See if he comes back inside. He does, and it's grounded at third in between the hole, and that's a base hit for Parch. Third baseman. Single to left. It's a tough one to get to for the shortstop and for the second baseman. It brings up first baseman Aiden Kelly from Mission College.
Kelly, the first run for the Blue Sox today in the top of the first after getting on by a single.
Anderson and Irwin are the third base shortstop combo. That ball got in between. Not much they could have done. Infield goes to double play depth, and it's like Parch comes out for Aiden Morton to pinch run. Throw back to the bag. Morton's in there with a slide. Espinoza wanted to check on him. First baseman is Dan Vendel, who is holding him on the bag, but the pitch from Espinoza is fouled off by Kelly off of his foot and away. So 0-1. Carson Windeshausen on deck, and Ochoa wants to go out and discuss it with Espinoza.
Actually, I think I might have fouled off the umpire, so they're giving the umpire a little bit of time to take a breather. Yeah, off it. Yeah, it looks like he's shaking off his arm. It hit right off his arm.
Ooh, that's got to hurt. Umpires are total troopers. It's one of the most thankless jobs that you have. Sports officials really don't get enough credit for how much difficulty there is in every single job, how much stress there is. So you'll go to bed thinking about a bad call if you knew it was a bad call. And that one's fouled back. I believe it may have dinked off the umpire's mask that time.
No, actually, right off his shoulder. Yeah, off his shoulder there now. So it's dinked off his left forearm, and now it's dinked off his right shoulder, and he's trying to stretch it out now.
Yeah, it's a rough at-bat for him. The runner on first base is Parch. He led off the inning with the single. Actually, the runner on first base is the pinch runner for Parch, Aiden Morton, who takes his lead. Vendel trying to hold him. They do throw back to the bag. It's not in time. Morton in with a slide. Kelly at the plate. Here comes the pitch to him. Turns on it and fouls it, chopped it. So we stay 0-2, and we'll do it again.
Looked like the hit and run was on, and so it looked like Kelly had to swing at that no matter what, and even if it was up in his hands a little bit, was able to turn on that quickly, get a good piece of the ball, but unfortunately it was a foul ball.
That one's grounded at short. And a nice stab there. The throw from deep short. It's not in time. Not much he could have done. It was a really, really tough throw. And it's another infield single there. That was Irwin, who had a really challenging play.
Yeah, not much you can do right there. Ball leading you away from the bag. Away from the ball, I'm sorry. Unfortunate, but Kelly on the bag now with a single, and runners at first and second.
That one gets back behind the catcher, and it'll advance the runner. And Morton took a turn around third, but he did not finish that turn with a run towards the plate. So he is going to stick there at third base. Espinosa's got to try and work out of this. Here in the top of the fourth, trying to protect the 2-1 lead for the Bombers with no outs.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. Ochoa needed to probably scooch over there and get on the knees and block that in the front of him.
That one misses outside.
It's a tough job as catcher. Definitely am not I am not a catcher whatsoever, so I can never doubt him.
As a middle school catcher, I know how hard it can be, and that one is blocked by the catcher. Good job smothering it. And as you know, everything at this point gets magnified when you're behind the dish. Counts 3-0. Pitch comes in, and that's on the ground from Kelly. Anderson will throw to the plate. Ochoa will stay on the bag with the ball, and they just decide that preventing the run is more important than getting the first out. Kelly will be standing on first base as Caleb Wise comes to the plate for the Blue Sox. Sorry, that was Windeshausen who just had that. Windeshausen, who's now standing on first base. Kelly's on second base. Sorry about that right there. The first pitch was fouled off by Caleb Wise. And Espinosa comes in and forces a swing and miss on a low one. Quickly 0-2. This is exactly what Espinosa wanted with this at-bat.
Yeah, with no outs right now, he'll take any ground ball and get the play out the plate.
Runners take their leads. Corners are playing in. That one's right at the corner, and it gets through the hole into left field. One run is in. Here comes Kelly to the plate, and it is cut off. 2 runs score, and the Blue Sox retake the lead in the top of the fourth.
That's just some good base hitting again. Just an easy swing of the bat, ground ball up the middle between third and short. Nice placement of the hit. That's going to be an easy 2 RBI single.
So Caleb Wise, 2 RBI there. He drove in Morton. He drove in Kelly. Windeshausen is standing on second base with Wise standing on first. Espinosa going to still try and get out of it. He doesn't have an out in the inning. And he's now got to face Jack Rose. First and second, no outs. Espinosa checks the runner, comes to the plate, and gets a called strike on the outside corner on the first pitch to Rose. Espinosa checks the runner, comes to the plate, Did he go around? Yes, he did. That's strike 2 on a check swing that he couldn't hold up on. So quickly, Jack Rose is behind 0-2, the same spot that Wise was just in. Oh and 2. Espinoza deals. Runners go. Ball is blocked at the plate, but the runners will advance without a throw. So now it's second and third. With the Blue Sox ahead 3-2, looking to extend that lead. No outs and a 1-2 count with Jack Rose, the hitter. Espinoza, he deals. And that is fouled off on the first base side behind home plate. Ortega on deck for the Blue Sox. And a pitch, and Rose fouls that one back to the screen.
It's a real good idea to go on that double steal and get a very good lucky break that it was in the dirt. Now with runners in scoring position, Blue Sox trying to tack on even more.
And removes the force out. Espinoza deals. Rose will take one just a tad low. He had to hold himself up, but there was no appeal. It was not close to a swing, but he did start a motion. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Espinoza deals, and Rose cuts and misses. And that's a huge first out for Alejandro Espinoza.
Yeah, definitely needed that one to boost his confidence. Up, down, now 3-2 after a couple good hits. Still a close ball game. He just shouldn't get too upset right now with himself. Just get a couple more good at-bats, couple good pitches, and get out of this inning unscathed.
Windishausen on third, Wise on second. The hitter is the switch-hitting Cesar Ortega, who takes ball 1 inside. He's hitting from the left side right now with the right-handed pitcher Espinoza. Infield is in, and that one is flared foul out of play behind home plate and into the parking lot. Pitch comes in, and that one gets behind the catcher, and Ochoa can't do anything about it. 1 run scores. He's now going to go back and get it. It's 4-2. Windishausen scores. Wise advances to third. And the Blue Sox are now ahead 4-2 in the top of the 4th. That one is hit sharply, and they come to the plate with it, and Wise is a dead duck. So they get the out at the plate for the second out. Although the runner is going to be at first base now in the person of Ortega. And the next hitter is Jacob Bicey. Big at-bat for Espinoza. He's got to get out of this, and that one is flared in the air towards right, over for it, into foul ground, and the catch is made, and that will end the inning. A good catch there by Waynfield, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Sox 4, Bombers 2.
Like your bacon.
Say it. Steady.
Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
Back with more back with more PSCL baseball.
Yeah, that's later in the day, bud.
Yeah, that's not right now. It's going to be dark out before we get to Power Baseball, but we do have PSCL baseball right here. Blue Sox 4, Bombers 2. Cam Kundig still on the mound as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning now.
If you do want an update for Palm Spring Power Baseball, yesterday they took a decisive victory over the Inland Valley Legends, 16-3. A lot of good hitting, a lot of good pitching by Seth Maddox. Really good ball game, and they're going to do it again tonight at 7 p.m. Gates are opening at 6, and the stream on the Palm Spring Power Baseball YouTube channel will also be live around 6:55. So be sure to check us out there. Don't know who's going to be broadcasted. I think you are tonight, right?
No, it's Zach Reynolds on play-by-play, Austin Stokes on color tonight.
And I'll be on the PA system, so you can hear me in the background. That'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Power looking to go 12-0 tonight. Well, no, they're looking to go 1-0 tonight to improve to 12-0 on the season.
Exactly.
Go 1-0 every day. That's the 2019 Washington Nationals, and every motivational speaker ever. Just win the day. That's what all these PSCL teams try to do. Just win the day, win the inning, win the pitch. Kundig on the mound. And Vendel is the hitter. First pitch to him is well outside and low. Had to be scooped out. Bombers looking to get back the runs they just allowed in the top half.
Yeah, fortune deficit is not that impossible to get.
Pitch to Vendel. Checked his swing, and that's a strike. A ball and a strike here on Dan Vendel.
The old-fashioned check to swing, but it was in there anyway for strike 1.
And 1-1, and he swings right through that one for strike 2. Steps out of the box, takes his bright red helmet off to recompose. Steps back in after he adjusts his batting gloves and sets his helmet.
And he'd be called out in the major leagues right now for a time limit clock violation.
Well, he's ready. Pitcher's ready. It's Kundig. And he deals. And he chases a low breaking ball on the outside corner. And that's strike 3.
Yeah, Kundig fooling him right there with a breaking ball. Almost a slider at that point.
It's an excellent pitch. Brings up Mason Macias, who had a really long at-bat last time against Kundig. Let's see what Kundig can throw him. A first pitch foul ball topped over towards the Bomber dugout.
Yeah, had a real good at-bat. Even though he struck out and lost the battle, the war is not over yet for the Bombers. Macias is going to be on the plate again, definitely wanting to change his scoring today.
Dylan Garcia looks like he's warming up in the Bomber bullpen. But Macias hits one into center field for a base hit. And there's a runner on base for the Bombers with Trent Wainfield coming up. And last time Wainfield was up, he had an RBI single.
Followed by a stolen base, so far so good for the young man.
(4-2) Blue Sox, but the Bombers have a runner on base and Wainfield at the plate. Catcher sets up outside and Kundig delivers a ball that is topped over, grounded towards the third baseman who makes the throw over to first and gets the out. And that was Aiden Morton, who's playing third base now after Parch, he came in to pinch run for, coming in to make the running play and the throw over. So the inning falls on Kenny Booth with 2 outs. And a runner on second. Pitch comes in, and it's a strike on the outside corner from Kundig.
Yeah, that was a really good snag by Morton there. That was going to be a tough play. He just had to get a little lucky on that chopper on the left field line. And good play by the young man.
Kundig looks in. Righty battle here. Checks the runner. Breaking ball popped up and caught by the shortstop to end the 4th inning. The Blue Sox get a shutdown frame from their starter, Cam Kundig. Will go to top 5, where the Blue Sox bats will try and get some more insurance right here on PSCL Baseball Network.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
PSCL baseball, top of the 5th, coming up in a 7-inning game between the Blue Sox and the Bombers. It's currently 4-2 for the Blue Sox. We'll have a chance to add on to that. The new pitcher for the Bombers is Dylan Garcia. Look at him in the warm-ups.
So for Espinoza, he's been charged with 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts for today.
Yeah, I thought he pitched well. It was just unfortunate to get those few runs in the last inning that started with some softly tapped hits that were well placed on the left side of the infield.
Yeah, honestly, a decent outing for him, for the young man. Kept the Bombers close between the Blue Sox. Another also good pitching at him by Espinoza. So can't go anything wrong with that. A good 4 complete innings of work. It's gonna work out in the long run, especially in their bullpen. So no harm, no foul. Like we said, this is a long season. These guys need to rest up and not take as many innings of pitching as possible. A lot of time left to catch back up, especially in this game here at 4-2 at Palm Springs Stadium.
So Kyle England steps into the batter's box. And he swings and misses at the first pitch Garcia throws. For strike 1. Second pitch he throws will tick England on the arm, and he throws his bat towards the dugout, towards the ground.
Yeah, that's not going to tickle, that's for sure. That definitely hit him off the forearm, and that don't feel too good off the hands.
Yeah, and so runner on first base. Garcia put him there. Blue Sox looking to add to their lead. No outs. Top 5, runner on first. He's going to run. The throw is offline and into center field, and England is in there with a stolen base.
I think his frustration kicked him off the first baseline and made him get a little bit faster, and easy stolen base for the young man.
Yeah, it's Tyler Marr behind the plate now for the Bombers. Looked like he may have been a little rushed on the throw. And the umpire is going to give England third base.
Is there a balk?
Third base coach, the bruise on his elbow. And that's a ball low from Garcia, as he's pitching to Noble Ortega, the left-handed hitter. Pitch to him is grounded foul, first base side. Counts 1-1. Blue Sox 4, Bombers 2, top of the fifth. With no outs, the count's 1-1 on Ortega. Garcia delivers, and it's fouled back and out of play behind home plate. So the count has now moved to a ball and 2 strikes. Garcia deals from the third base side of the rubber, misses inside on Ortega for ball 2.
And England playing some mind games over there at third base, looking like he's trying to fool Garcia on the mound there, trying to think he's going to steal, and that pitch did not come anywhere close to the plate, in the dirt.
The old psych out maneuver. Garcia deals, and that is lined in the left, taking 1 or 2 steps back before making the catch, but tagging up is England. The throw to the plate is, oh my God, it doinked him in the helmet.
Well, that's something I've never seen before in my 29 years of watching baseball. That doinked him right off the helmet, the top of the helmet.
Well, they'll score the run on a sac fly.
That's a sac fly, yeah.
5-2 Blue Sox lead the Bombers here in the top of the fifth with now 1 out.
That's something I'm glad we got on camera. At least we can call on camera. Wow.
And Aiden Arriaga steps into the box from the left side, and the COD leadoff guy will take a ball on a breaking ball low. Morton's on deck. He's hitting for Parch, who he replaced earlier. Pitch comes in, misses high and out. Arriaga at the plate.
Currently 0 for 2 today with fly out to center field and a ground out to the second baseman.
That was Jackson who threw that ball out and left, and that is flown right back out towards Jackson. He's backing up, and he'll make the play for out number 2.
Well, Jackson's doing all the work here apparently today.
He did come into pinch run. That brings up Aiden Morton. So back-to-back Aidens at the top of the Blue Sox order now, as they have a 5-2 lead with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch is missing low and inside from Garcia.
Yeah, as we said before, Morton coming in during the 4th inning, coming around to score later that inning.
The 1-0 is in there for a called strike on the inside corner. That's a really good spot from Garcia.
Beautiful pitch, catching the lower inside corner. No chance Morton was swinging at that, and just an awesome pitch by Garcia.
Pitch comes in on 1-1 and misses outside. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's a feel-good moment for any kind of pitcher. Anytime you can get like the perfect outside pitch corner, something the hitter can't hit.
3 balls and a strike. That one missed low, and the umpire may have taken the brunt of the pain. Takes off his mask, trying to walk it off. This has been a rough day to be an umpire. Not just because of the heat, but
At least for the home plate umpire, man, he's just getting honestly beat up with these baseballs today.
Yeah, would assume it's also a rough day to be the field umpire. Got to stand out there all day, just sweating. I'm sure he'll be excited when this game can end and he can grab a glass of water and like maybe a popsicle or an ice cream.
Or ice. Just ice.
Yeah, I mean, he's a grown man, not a child, so maybe just ice. Popsicles don't have an age.
Popsicles fine.
Yeah, popsicles don't have an age limit.
The other two, just like a simple cherry popsicle, just a red popsicle, nothing fancy. Maybe Steve will get some later.
It's like a Delta flight taking off from Palm Springs Airport in the background. Far enough away, though, that you probably can't hear it on stream. Pitch comes in. Missed low. That's ball 4. Morton takes his base. So
Dude, the ball is live.
Yeah, this ball is live. Well, that's not anymore.
Yeah, and that's gonna be. The ball is live, and player on the bomber is throwing it back to the catcher. That is an illegal move. That's gonna move Morton over to second.
Yeah, that is not the smartest decision by the Bombers. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Blue Sox with 2 outs. And Aiden Kelly coming to the plate, so 3 Aidens in a row. Actually, it looks like Morton's going to have a discussion with somebody. Not exactly sure what's going on here.
There might have been a miscount in the count.
Perhaps that could have been.
I think that might be the case. It might have been ball 3, not ball 4.
Yeah, Morton putting his batting gloves back on and striding back to that batter's box where he'll have to face Garcia one more time with 2 outs and a 3-1 count.
And that fooled me, too, up here at the booth scoring this. I thought it was ball 3 as well, but yeah, we're going to be, well, Morton's back. He's going to do it again now.
This should be fun.
Okay, 3 balls, 1 strike now.
Nobody on with 2 outs. Garcia deals, and that is fouled off. Weakly tapped on third base side, picked up by the third base coach and tossed over to the Bombers coach. And a new ball is registered from the catcher to the pitcher, Garcia. So waiting for the next pitch to come through from Garcia. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and it's lined into left field. Jackson back on it, and he will make the play for the 3rd out, and the Bombers will end the inning with the Blue Sox ahead 5-2 on PSCL Baseball Network.
So, you like meat?
I like meat and I like cheese.
Meat. Watch the monitor. This is the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. It's a big cheeseburger for purists. Just meat and cheese.
I like the meat and cheese part.
Yeah.
But why a bun?
Bun's not meat nor cheese.
Word. Right.
You lose that bun, you got something.
Without the bun, your hands would be covered with meat and cheese. Yeah. All right, we'll look into that.
Back for more PSCL Baseball right here on PSCL Baseball Network. Bottom of the 5th inning. Blue Sox 5, Bombers 2. The Bombers now with a chance to hit. Try and get some runs on the board. Dayton Anderson will lead off. Dalton Irwin will hit second. And then it will be John Jackson hitting third. He is in the game for a Shiro. Anderson at the plate now. 0 for 1 on the day. And the new pitcher is Parch, who played third base earlier, and that one is a swing and a high pop on the infield, and a catch is made there. Not a tough task that was for Stevie Murata, who's come in to play second base for the Blue Sox.
Parch with an easy one pitch, one out, pop out to the second baseman. That's what you like to see from your relief pitcher coming out, getting pitches down early.
So Dalton Irwin now, and he will ground one up the middle. Played by the shortstop very well, and over to first to get the second out. 2 pitches to. That was Arriaga who did a good job playing that one.
Yep, just another piece of good hitting and another piece of good pitching by Parch. 2 pitches now, 2 outs.
Jonathan Jackson trying to save this inning for the Bombers. Standing in the left-handed hitter's batter's box, and the first pitch is a called strike. Lower third. Jackson stands in, wiggling his bat in a circle on his back shoulder, and the pitch gets away from the catcher and moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Parch trying to get out of this inning with no damage done and take us to the 6th. Blue Sox 5, Bombers 2. Bottom 5, 2 out, 1-1 the count. Jackson the hitter, Parch the pitcher, and Parch deals. Got a called strike outside corner.
Parch 1 strike away now from basically a pretty flawless inning here. Less than 10 pitches now.
Jackson the hitter will ground it to second. Murata up for it, and the flip to first. And it had to be dug out of the ground there by Windeshausen, but he does do so. And that is a 1-2-3 bottom of the 5th inning for Gavin Parch. And we go to the 6th on PSCL Baseball Network.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Oh, shoot. Sorry about that.
God, we need to get better production crew here.
Well, we go top 6. Bombers, Blue Sox. Blue Sox looking to extend the lead in this inning. Garcia still on the mound for the Bombers.
An easy 6-pitch inning by Parch in the bottom of the 5th to get his Blue Sox team back onto the bats. Try and extend this lead.
Yeah, and Aiden Kelly is going to hit for the Blue Sox.
2 for 2 today, coming around to score on 2 singles, so he's having a pretty good day so far for the young man.
Yes, he is. From Mission College. Garcia delivers. Misses up and out.
Easy take, though. Looked like it was about as level with his eyes. Looks like a pretty tall man up at the plate.
6'3", and all 6'3" of him into that one. And a nice catch made there by Zach Gervais. In right, he had to range over for it. Did a great job of doing so. So Carson Windeshausen to the plate now. There is a man warming up in the bullpen for the Bombers, and the first pitch to Windeshausen is a ball outside. Second pitch is a swing and a miss. That's high. And that one misses low.
Yeah, Garcia trying to make Windeshaw chase on these last few pitches, but not going to work on young man at the plate. He's 2 for 2 today. Coming around to score in the top of the fourth.
Pitch comes in. Oh, and he missed that one high. Seems like just slipped out of his hand and almost flew into flight scope.
Yeah, we've all done that before. Curve breaking ball just slips out of your hand. I've done it multiple times. It took me a while to get my breaking ball the way I wanted it to.
Breaking balls are hard to throw. And that's hard to hit. It's in there for a second strike. Foul tip into the mitt. Here with one out in the top of the sixth. The pitch to Windeshausen, and a high fastball garners a swing and miss for the second out of the sixth inning.
Yeah, I caught him trying to go upstairs with that pitch. In fact, he did go upstairs with that pitch, trying to drive that ball out, but any pitch up high and fooling the batter is not going to be a good day for anybody.
So up steps Caden Dawson into the left-handed hitter's batter's box. Pinch hitting. Garcia looks in, does his delivery, and that's popped foul and out of play towards that first base, towards that third base side. (5-2) Blue Sox trying to add on, but there's 2 outs and nobody on. And the pitcher will get a new baseball. Garcia will. Dawson of Walla Walla Community College in Washington State. And garners a swing and a miss there. Two strikes. And there's a ball that missed inside on a breaking ball. Tyler Nelson on deck for the Blue Sox. And there's another ball outside that the catcher had to go into butterfly for. Did Marr.
That's going to load the count up to a full count now.
Coming in, and Dawson fouls that one back out of play and behind the bleachers. (3-2), 2 out, none on, 5-2 Blue Sox lead. Garcia just trying to let his Bombers bats hit after this. Dawson will foul that one off out of play once again on the third base side. Really good fight being put up.
Yeah, another good battle for the young man. Choked up on his bat low, just trying to put a ball in play. keep the Blue Sox bats alive in the top of the 6th.
Payoff pitch coming in, and it misses outside, ball 4. A really good plate appearance to draw that walk for Caden Dawson, fresh off the bench. Brings up Tyler Nelson, 6'1" righty, wearing the number 20 on his back in that blue uniform. Pitch comes in, and it's a strike, perfect, right over the middle. Great first pitch to start him off with. Three-run lead, runner on first, 2 outs, an 0-1 count. Pitch comes in, on the ground at third, gets past the glove, and it's into left field. Heiberger couldn't field it. Jackson comes in to field it in short left, and now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Stevie Murata coming to the plate from Cal State LA.
That ball was zooming off the bat. I'm gonna go ahead and rule that a single. That ball was hammered off. That was gonna be a tough play, even if it was on his glove sides.
Connor Fry, the courtesy runner for the catcher Nelson. Blue Sox looking to extend their lead. It's 5-2. They have 2 on, 2 out, top 6. The hitter's Murata. The pitcher's Garcia. Garcia comes in and up and in and misses 1-0. Bicey is on deck if it gets to him. Pitch comes in, and it's popped up foul back behind us in the press box. And well out of play and in to the parking lot.
I don't think I was reaching for that one.
Yeah, nope. We'll get a close one at some point.
Yeah, we'll get one eventually. We got plenty of games here in the PSCL, plenty of games in Power. You have a chance for a foul ball catch.
Runners on first and second take their leads. And that one is just nubbed for a foul ball off of home plate. 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes after the 2 foul balls. Off of Murata. Dawson on second. 1-2, actually. Dawson is on second. Fry is on first, running for Nelson. 1-2 from Garcia. Bounces before the plate. And Marr did a good job to block it before a base runner could even think about advancing.
Yeah, that's what you want from your catcher, to be a human shield behind the plate. You'd rather have 1 runner in scoring position than 2. That's always a more dangerous tactic, especially in this close ball game, 5-2, with the Blue Sox in the lead.
Murata adjusting his helmet. And is now ready with the bat bouncing up and down on his back shoulder and fouls that one back. If there were no screen, that would be coming right at us.
I was ready to go, man. I was ready with my gloves ready to go up here. Good battle, though. Keep the count at 2-2. Again, just want to put the ball in play. Doesn't want to strike out. Doesn't need a strikeout.
Up in the triple digits now, 100 degrees. And that hit him. So he'll walk 90 feet to first base. With the bases now full, no place to put Jacob Bicey should he reach.
Looks like that's going to do it for Garcia.
New pitcher coming into the game now. And we'll get you the information after the break.
picture skies for amber waves of grain. America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Top of the 6th, the bases are loaded, and Whitfield Hayden will come on to pitch for the Bombers to try and get them out of it and keep them in the game.
So Garcia with 1 2/3 pitch, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. The runners on first and third are his alone. So if those 2 runners come across, that it will be 3 earned runs in total. But Hayden on the mound now, up there to prevent that, keep this game as close as they possibly can, trying to get to the bottom of the 6th.
The bases are loaded. There's very little margin for error here for Whitfield Hayden, the Hannibal LaGrange University product. And the Trojan delivers a strike that's swung on and missed by C.
And I did misspoke, actually. The bases are loaded, so all 3 would be going towards Garcia.
Yes, they would. Pitch comes in, and it's outside, missing ball 1. Bicey takes it. Wisconsin Eau Claire. 3 members of the Blue Sox come from that university. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So Hayden is now 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning unscathed, but he's also 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning not unscathed. Bases loaded. Hayden bouncing up and down on the mound and delivers. Just missed on the outside corner.
Grounder will do it. Fly ball will do it. Strikeout will do it. Hayden's got options here.
Bicey does as well. That was an option that neither would have preferred, but Bicey is happier with as it plunks him on the back and scores a run. The Blue Sox ahead 6-2.
Yeah, not an option that looked like it was on the table, especially not for Hayden with that hit by pitch.
Anything can happen on a Saturday in the PSCL. Any given day in the PSCL, something crazy can happen. That's what you love about baseball, don't you? And Hayden delivers ball 1, facing Kyle England.
Well, actually, hit by pitches, that's the one thing I don't like about baseball.
It's fair. That's very fair. Hayden deals. Ball 2, missed high. So he had 2 strikes on the last hitter, Bicey. And now he's got 1 strike on England. 2 balls and a strike. Here in the top of the 6th. 6-2 Blue Sox. Pitch comes in. It's outside ball 3.
And Hayden in a predicament here with bases loaded, does not want another run to cross. So be on the lookout for some sort of meat pitch that you can let England hit upon.
Stares down and delivers. Misses inside. That's ball 4. England takes his base and a run scores. The Blue Sox are now ahead 7-2.
Yeah, control's a little bit off right now for Hayden, trying to figure it out a little bit. Now bases are still loaded with 2 outs. Still looking for that ground ball.
Ortega, Noble Ortega now the hitter. Pitch comes into him, and he will take a swing and a miss. Was a good high fastball. Next pitch, outside, missed by a lot. 1-1 on Ortega.
Definitely would have hit any kind of right-handed batter at that point.
0-1 is Ortega. 0-for-1. With the bases juiced, he's got a chance to pretty much say goodnight. Now and misses low.
That was an excellent block by the catcher right behind the plate.
Anything that clears the bases will actually score 4 runs because it would reset, it would roll the inning.
Yeah, base clearing double here will actually end the inning and leave a runner on for the rollover. That is correct.
And here comes outside, he missed. Up to 3-1.
Yeah, Hayden just needs to relax a little bit, just play a little bit of catch with the catcher.
Whitfield Hayden on the mound. 3-1 the count, and he deals another swing and miss on a high one.
Looks like he took something off of that pitch.
So the count's full. It's a huge pitch, payoff pitch coming here. 7-2 Blue Sox. The Bombers want any chance to come back. They got to get the out here, and they will not. 8-2. The Blue Sox lead it. And the Bombers are falling apart here in the top of the 6th. And there will be a mound meeting. Michael Raymond will hit for the Blue Sox.
And keep in mind, those 2 runs are not going to be put on Hayden's ERA. Those are still Garcia's runs that were left on base.
So striding into the left-handed hitting batter's box is Michael Raymond, 6'3", 180 pounds. Can do some damage here. Remember, a bases clearing double ends the inning, and that's flared in towards left. Jackson on for it. It drops in front of him, and that will also end the inning. 2 runs score, and that means that everyone will roll over. And the inning ends with the Blue Sox ahead 12-2 going into the bottom of the 6th.
Girl.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star.
Back live, Bombers, Blue Sox. It was a huge inning for the Blue Sox, who've now extended their lead from 5-2 to 12-2, a 10-run edge. Scoring 7 in the inning, well, scoring 5 and rolling over 2.
Yeah, the case of the walks got the better half of the Bombers there.
Did every run score with 2 outs?
Basically, yes, sir.
Anyway, it is still Parch on the mound for the Blue Sox. Much less precarious situation for him now. Chase Heiberger of Linfield University at the plate. Well inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Parch looks into the wind and to deliver. 3 balls, no strikes.
After a big inning that happened in the other half, Parch might be a little rusty trying to get back in the use of things with 3 pitches and 3 balls.
Parch looks in. Misses high, ball 4, so Heiberger takes his base.
Well, that's an easy way to get your on-base percentage up. Just come in as a sub. Just take 4 pitches and take your base over to first.
That brings up Tyler Marr, Heiberger's Linfield teammate. Bunch of Linfield guys on this team. Marr came in to catch, replaced Ochoa. Pitch comes in, and that's a called strike right over the heart of the plate from Parch.
Yeah, that was a meat pitch. I guarantee Marr's kicking himself. I know he's probably had a red light for the first pitch to get a feel. I bet he's kicking himself. That was right down the pipe.
0-1. 1-1. That one missed low by about a couple inches. 12-2 Blue Sox over the Bombers, bottom of the 6th. Bombers trying to stage a comeback. They got a runner on. They don't have any outs, and Tyler Marr is the hitter. And there's a 2 strikes after that one is called. A strike on the lower third. A really good pitch.
Yes, Adam, so 10 runs is the difference, but it is the bottom of the 6th. Time limit doesn't look like to be a factor.
Pitch comes in, and that's outside ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So if they can get maybe a good roll, if they can get a rollover in themselves, they're still back in this game.
Absolutely. Pitch comes in, and that is lined and through the hole, and taking a turn around second, and ending up deciding to stay at second was Heiberger, and now there will be a courtesy runner in the person of Caden Ashiro for the catcher Marr. That brings up Cole Fowler from Harding University for the Bombers. Ashiro. So Ashiro pinch running. First and second the pitch, and Fowler swings and misses. That is strike 1. Nothing in 1, no outs. The pitch comes in, and that's well inside for ball 1. It'll be Quinn McCoy on deck, and after him, it'll be Braden Ferguson. For the Bombers, who've made some changes to their starting lineup, Fowler at the plate. And he takes one low. And that runs the count to 2 balls and a strike.
Well, with no outs, good hitters count here. Good chance to get some of those runs in, at least 1 back for the Bombers.
2 on, none out. Pitch comes in, and that is low. Ball 3, 3 balls and a strike, so a hitter's count for Cole Fowler. We'll see if he has any ambition to swing here, with Parch having missed as much as he has in this inning. Checks the runner at second and comes, and that's hit into right field, and it's going to be foul and out of play. Off the bat of Fowler. Count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 10-run game.
Yeah, Fowler got the pitch that he wanted. He got that fastball a little bit in. A little too slow to catch up to that one, and that's going to lead the count to a full count now.
Fowler at the plate, Parch on the mound, and the pitch. Runner goes, and he's rung up for strike 3, but the runners will advance with no contest. So the first out of the inning is a called strikeout of Cole Fowler. Brings up Quinn McCoy from Baldwin Wallace. Pitch to McCoy is taken for a strike on the outer half. Good pitch.
Just another beautiful pitch on the outside corner. No chance McCoy wanted to swing at that pitch. So,
well, let's see if he gives him another one of those. Does Parch? Low and in, ball 1. That looks like the old San Diego Padres helmet.
I was going to say, that looks like that's, or at least maybe the new colors that they got going on with the
no,
brown
like
and yellow.
like in the 90s or the 80s, not the 90s. Like early days of Tony Gwynn when Steve Garvey came over from the Dodgers. Anyway, he'll swing and miss on that one for strike 2. What else was on those 80s Padres teams? Goose Gossage.
Oh, Goose Gossage, yes.
One of the all-time great baseball names and one of the all-time great closers. He's a Hall of Famer. Pitch comes in, and he will swing and miss, does Quinn McCoy for the second out of the inning. Brings up Braden Ferguson from Cerro Coso College. And the inning relies on him to keep it going. See what Parch gives him. The righty deals. Misses low, ball 1.
Easy take by Ferguson.
Ferguson at 5'10", 155. He is listed on the roster as a catcher, but he is playing the extra hitter role right now, and he takes one up and in.
Yeah, Coach wanted to get him a couple reps in at the batter's box.
It's nice to see a guy that's about the same size as me that plays catcher.
Yeah, you can't really be playing catcher every single day out here in this heat. Definitely a good time to flip-flop every now and then.
Yeah, for sure. And that one is taken the other way and a right coming on and a sliding catch. No, he dropped it. And a run's going to score and 2 runs score, so the Bombers have 2 runs there off the dropped fly ball on the attempted sliding catch in right field by Bicey. So the Bombers now within 8. Two outs, 1 on. The hitter is Zach Gervais. Takes low and away for ball 1. And the pitcher will step off the mound, take the hitter and the runner out of their rhythms. Ferguson takes his lead, and the pitch comes in, and it is flown out towards Bicey in the gap, and that is going to get past him towards the green dragon sign. Around third is Ferguson. He's going to score without a contest, and it's 12-5, and the Bombers have a 2-out rally going here in the bottom of the 6th.
Boy, just a power swing out into the right field distance. Definitely hit that about maybe 380. With this deep ballpark, you're not going to see, if not maybe one home run in the season, maybe not any. But that was a great piece of hitting out near the wall. Nice double to score the run over.
So Richard Redding steps up to the plate now with a runner on second base. 2 outs and a 12-5 ball game. Counts 1-0 after that one missed low. And that one misses in for ball 2. So Redding of Pierce College in the game now. Standing at second base is Gervais, and there's a swing and a miss on a pitch on the outside corner for the first strike to Richard Redding. Two and one, 3-1. That one missed outside and low. Catcher had to slide over for it. Comes the pitch. And that's roped for another base hit into left field, and that's going to bring Gervais to third. He is not going to attempt to score, but the Bombers are still rallying here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. (12-5) the score. 2 on, 2 out, and the hitter is Dayton Anderson. So Gervais, who hit the RBI double, stands on third, and Redding stands on first. And the pitch comes in, and it's a called strike over the middle of the plate. So the first pitch to Dayton Anderson. If the inning gets to him, Dylan Garcia will hit, and that is another strike. So 0-2 on Dayton Anderson with 2 outs and 2 on in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch comes in, and that is low, ball 1. Not sure if the time limit's going to come into play. And that one's fouled off. Is the time limit a possibility?
So we did start at 11:53, so 2 hours would be 1:53, and the 2-hour 10-minute mark is 2:03. So technically, yes, the time limit would be expired in just a moment.
Yeah, so I guess the Bombers really need to keep this one going. And that is roped over the head of the third baseman for a base hit, and a run's going to score. So Dayton Anderson with the RBI single for the 4th run of the inning. 12-6 now. Can you roll over the inning if it's the last inning and it's past? If it's like the 6th inning and past the time limit and they're chasing,
You can, and this is actually a fantastic move right here by the manager of the Blue Sox. He's going to take his little minute timeout on the mound, and the clock is going to run out. He's actually going. This is actually very smart. You saw him sprint out.
Yeah, it's 2:03, so time limit will come into play, and on the next run, the inning will end, and they'll roll it over. It kind of feels a little cheap, but
that's strategy, man. That's what the time limit is all about. You have a time limit on this game. You got to make sure that all these guys are still rested up, but it's just a strategy call right here. A lot of softball players do this in slow pitch softball if they need to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're key for doing those timeouts.
And that one is charged into shallow left on the run, and a nice sliding catch there to end the inning and the ball game. The Blue Sox take it by a score of 12-6 in 6 innings. Well, for everybody listening, thank you so much for tuning in. And for Bray Faust, I am Sam Fennerman, and we'll see you tonight for some Power Baseball with Zach and Austin on the call.